out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Clemson's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's
From that Nehemiah jokes of massive Lego Kingdom and fun.
He's going to kill him and build a massive Lego Kingdom.
I just told him, they said, I am nothing. There's no possible way that he was.
He's just going to say stuff like this. Just let him talk. Quit loud. I mean, I understand that, but everything you're doing is just whining. Quit whining.
Oh my.
They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So James Madison's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They're going to ride this running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeps the legs moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards to stay ahead of the sticks.
He's run out of bounds, but a big One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Play number 10 on this series. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Grab in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's caught. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They keep attacking through the air. He'll pull it down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. It hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it up.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
But not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment.
What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up if you get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll throw it on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The run to the left. Just plowing down the field. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. The run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
as well give it to him again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They're jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Willis. Touchdown, Dukes. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Defense is about to make sure every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got it past the mark. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the dudes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweep rolling catches plenty to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come in.
He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few moves miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive for these third downs and empty sets.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He's got him in the flat. And good block space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got loose, it was all over. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense offense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little bit of a knowing I'm up by more than a field goal. Obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Dave, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Power football with the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He finds his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Dukes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he bounces it for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they can't make the connection. Second down after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, get smart on offense, and run that clock.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up for it.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building.
And he's running in the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to the air one more time. Snares it outside. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be first and goal from the one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Third and goal from way back there.
29 Billy.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive, too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The Dukes have it with a first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So after stumbling